6-6. So the genius talents of the 6 is focused creativity, practicality, and ideas into reality. So the mastered expression of the 6 is becoming the implementer of creative ideas into reality. All right, so some mentors to model for the 6 is, for example, George R.R. Martin. So he's the author of the Game of Thrones books that became a wildly popular series. Also, J.R.R. Tolkien, author of the Lord of the Rings books, and J.K. Rowling, author of the Harry Potter books. And there is one more, but before I do that, I just want to point out that these authors, doesn't mean you have to be an author necessarily, but I think it's just one of the best examples of the 6s, of having a ton of creative ideas in a ton of different ways, but focusing them into a specific sequence that is tangible and real. And that's why we see this in a lot of authors, is because that have very involved series, because you're taking all these different ideas. You know, it might be, say it's a 7-book series and you're getting ideas about book 6, but you're still on book 1, chapter 3. So it's holding all of these creative ideas, writing them down, and then having the focus and the practicality to be like, okay, what do I need to write this chapter by chapter by chapter. And that's why these long series books are such a great example of that, because it's creating a whole different world with multiple different storylines, multiple different people, and focusing the path of the reader chapter by chapter, paragraph by paragraph, sentence by sentence. So again, you don't have to necessarily be an author. However, when you're channeling all of your creative ideas into a particular path, helps to use the analogy of an author, because the whole goal here is channeling these creative ideas into reality. And it's a certain rhythm of being able to get this out into the world. And getting an idea about, say book 5 when you're still in book 2, doesn't mean you got to throw it away, but it's having the discipline to write it down, channel that thought in the moment, and then keep it written down somewhere, but then focusing on what's the next step that you need to do. So also another mentor of this is Andy Warhol. So an example of different creative, tangible things into reality. Okay. So an ally to help you bring these qualities out faster and easier is someone who's got the 18-9 energy. So they're used to leading the completion of large, complicated projects. And so when you work with their energy, where you get connected to their energy, helps you connect to like, okay, I got all these different ideas. Now, what do I got to focus on in this moment to manage this and keep it moving forward? And also the 9. So the 9 is about wielding power and influence to catalyze transformation. So resistance patterns of the 6 can be feeling blocked, can be feeling stuck, can be feeling scattered. So the 9 helps burn through that and just get down to business, and let's move this ship forward. Let's cut the crap, let's move forward. Okay? So those type of qualities, be on the search for. So who has those in your life right now? And if they don't, keep an eye out for people that do, because that'll help you bring through the focus, creativity, practicality, and ideas into reality.